2 years ago today, the relentless rain of Tropical Storm Irene raked over us. 3 people died in the capital region. 6 more died in Vermont. A news conference today in the village of Schoharie will be held at the site of an exposed foundation, all that's left of a prominent home. The recovery from the floods caused by Irene continues 2 years later. News Channel 13's Sabrina Dami spent many days covering that flood and the recovery. Sabrina?
Well, Phil, as you said, we covered the recovery extensively. Personally, I've been to these hard-hit areas dozens of times. I've seen it firsthand, the tears, the heartache, and now 2 years later, the rebuilding. In Rotterdam Junction, the water covered cars on Locke Street. It poured into homes and sent people running for their lives. The aftermath was devastating.
It's like a living nightmare. Objects all over the place, people's furnitures, even people walking like zombies across the streets.
For 2 years, Norman Torres has made it his mission to rebuild his town.
After 2 years, hard work and everything else, it was worth it.
Every home hit by the storm has now either been rebuilt or is still a work in progress, except for one street, Isabella Street, where only one home has come back. Some look like they haven't even been touched. Some have come down with signs of new growth in empty lots. And it's not just Rotterdam Junction. Here in Prattsville, another area hit hard during Irene. Main Street was devastated during the storm, and people who are still trying to rebuild are forced to put their houses on foundations several feet in the air.
It takes a lot of time. It just does. Things don't happen instantly.
Peggy Young's family owns the Agway store. During the storm, the water rose several feet around the store, forcing Peggy and her family to climb up on the roof of a small shed and wait out the storm. The soil bags mark the spots where they held on for dear life 2 years ago today. The sound of heavy rain is still too much for her to hear.
When it hits my body and it starts to, I have to go and take a nerve pill and just try to calm down and walk it.
Prattsville has come a long way, but still has a long way to go. Several homes on Main Street look like they still have not been touched, but this town marked this Irene anniversary with a festival. It's called Mudfest. This past weekend, they gathered and played in the very thing that coated this entire street after Irene, the mud.
We now are able to celebrate the mud and play in it.
There are big plans for this small town, a new town center. The planning is already underway.
And it's a lot of dreams that we've dreamt about that are actually going to happen. Yeah, I'm happy with Prattsville.
And Prattsville may have some money coming its way. Governor Cuomo recently announced that Prattsville is eligible to receive $3 million through federal disaster aid. And Phil, one thing to point out, Norman, who you met at the beginning of that story, his father-in-law recently passed away. And while that's sad, he had his wish was to live out the rest of his life in his house in Rotterdam Junction. And they did that for him. You know, I remember how hard it rained, even up where I live in Saratoga County. Is there frustration on the part of people who lived through this and are trying to rebuild? Is there frustration with the government? Do they wish, or do they think they could be doing more? I think the frustration is certainly there, but the one thing I heard over and over again in this most recent visit was that things take time, and they're starting to realize that it doesn't happen quickly, and they've learned a great deal of patience at this point. What a lesson in patience. Thank you, Sabrina.